Good evening, everyone. I'd like to welcome everyone to the regular City Council meeting Monday, December 15th, 2025. If everyone would please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, followed by a moment of silence. And as always, we are going to kick it off with some good stuff. I will do that down there when we recognize our Employees of the Year and the Mark Slocum Department Head of the Year.
Hello. Our first Employee of the Year is Officer John Cannone. I guess I'm the read. Officer Cannone exemplifies the highest standards of professionalism, compassion, and service. Throughout his career, he has built strong, lasting connections with the members of our community, consistently demonstrating that his care extends far beyond the responsibilities of a traditional law enforcement. One notable example of his compassion occurred following the arrest of a community member for DUI. Rather than viewing the case as a routine matter, Officer Cannone ensured the individual received the help and treatment he needed. He personally supported him throughout his recovery journey, an act of kindness and dedication that left a lasting impact. That individual later shared that if not for Officer Cannone's intervention, he did not know where he would be today. Beyond enforcement, Officer Cannone has devoted considerable time to mentoring youth in our community. He takes the initiative to check on them, offer guidance, and provide support during their most challenging times. In one instance, while responding to a call involving a missing juvenile who was struggling personally, he went above and beyond by mentoring her, inviting her to shadow him for a day, and assisting her with school projects. He did so selfishly, motivated by genuine care and desire to make a positive difference in her life. Today, Officer Cannone serves as the school resource officer at Gold Hill Elementary School, where his presence brings daily joy and reassurance to students. He is greeted each morning with smiles and hugs and high fives for children who proudly call him their officer. During a recent critical incident involving a student, Officer Cannone responded with empathy and understanding, providing meaningful support and resources to both the child and their family. His ability to balance authority with compassion highlights his exceptional character and leadership. These examples only began to capture the depth of Officer Cannone's dedication to the city of TKK. His passion, integrity. I knew I was going to mess that up. Sorry. And unwavering commitment to others embodied the true spirit of public service. Through his actions, he has set a powerful example for his peers and earned the respect and gratitude of the entire community. For that reason, for these reasons, we are proud to recognize Officer Cannone as the 2025 Employee of the Year. All right. Get on the other side of it. Congratulations. The next Employee of the Year is Chad Holland. Throughout the past year, Chad has made a remarkable and meaningful evolution in his approach to work and interact. Excuse me. Let me start over. Throughout the past year, Chad has made a remarkable and meaningful evolution in his approach to work and interactions. He has chosen to face challenges with patience, resilience, and a positive outlook. And in doing so, he has strengthened not only his own performance, but also the morale and culture of our organization. Chad's dedication to the safety and well-being of our employees is evident in every aspect of his role as the safety coordinator for the city. He approaches safety not simply as a duty, but as a sincere responsibility to protect and support his colleagues. Through thoughtful preparation, consistent communication, and genuine engagement, he has elevated the importance of safety across all departments. He brings intention and care to even the most routine meetings, ensuring they are meaningful and relevant, a reflection of his deep commitment to our team. With 23 years of loyal service, Chad exemplifies steadfast commitment to the city and its employees. He embraces change, is willing to grow and adapt, and take pride in contributing to the success of others. His ability to connect with staff across departments, listening, guiding, and encouraging, underscores his character and dedication to fostering collaboration and unity. Chad's continued personal and professional growth, combined with his unwavering loyalty, compassion, and pride in serving this community, makes him an exceptional representative of our organization. His efforts to bring positivity to every situation and sincere care for others are qualities that truly sets him apart. In recognition of his longstanding service, his personal growth, and his continued commitment to the safety and well-being of our team, we are proud to recognize Chad Holland as the 2025 Employee of the Year. Okay. One more. Okay. All right. Next, Department Head of the Year, Nick Cauthen. Since assuming his role, Nick has demonstrated exceptional leadership, professionalism, and commitment to excellence within the Development Service Department. Under his guidance, the department has undergone significant growth and improvement. Nick has overseen multiple new hires and successfully led a team that continues to excel in both performance and morale. Two of his direct reports, Jeremy and Ben, were recognized as Employee of the Quarter, an achievement that reflects Nick's ability to mentor, motivate, and inspire those around him. Nick has served as the primary point of contact for the Grove Project, contribute to the Parks and Recreation Master Plan, and provided consistent support to the Planning Commission. In addition, he played a vital role in identifying, selecting, and implementing new software systems designed to enhance the department's operation and customer service. He has managed all of these responsibilities while continuing to grow and learn within his position, a testament to his dedication and adaptability. Since stepping into his leadership role, Nick has transformed development services into a well-connected, highly efficient team. Communication and collaboration have significantly improved, both within the department and across other city divisions, including Public Works, Stormwater, and Utilities. As a result, projects now move forward more smoothly, and interdepartmental cooperations have reached a level of strength and efficiency not even seen in years. Nick's leadership style is characterized by approachability, positivity, and an unwavering focus on continuous improvement. He has cultivated a supportive work environment in which team members feel valued, heard, and empowered to succeed. His emphasis on streamlining processes, enhancing public service, delivery, and fostering teamwork has brought renewed energy, direction, and pride to the department. In every respect, Nick exemplifies the quality of an outstanding department head. His vision, professionalism, and leadership have not only elevated his department, but have also contributed to the success and reputation of the entire organization. For these reasons, we are proud to recognize Nick Cauthen, Nick Cauthen, as the 2025 Mark Slocum Department Head of the Year.
Spin it one last time.
I know. And with that, that would bring us to our city manager report. Mr. Funderburk, if you would, please, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, members of council. Very brief tonight, but the the department is proud to welcome 3 new hires who began today. Each will attend the South Carolina Fire Academy to complete required training, and we're excited to see the skills and dedication that they'll bring to our team. A huge thank you to everyone who donated to Toys for Happiness. We are overwhelmed by the generosity of our community. This joint drive with WRHI and the TKK Fire Department helps provide Christmas toys to children across York County. Santa is coming to TKK this Saturday, December the 20th. He'll be cruising through the city on a TKK fire truck. Please follow the TKK Fire Department on Facebook for real-time Santa sightings and arrival updates. If you come up to either fire station, he will not be there, so just be patient. He's making his rounds. And Parks and Recreation, we hope everyone who attended the tree lighting had a wonderful time. Thank you to Mayor Gray and Councilmember Brian Carter for their performance prior to the lighting of the tree. We look forward to 2026 and another year of amazing city events brought to you by our Parks and Recreation staff and our Public Works staff and a lot of our public safety staff. It takes a big team to put all those together, and led by Ms. Carolyn Hasty, and we're looking forward to what she's got planned for 2026. As a reminder, youth sports registration is currently open for TKK residents. Open registration begins on January 1st for everybody. Sign-ups can be completed online or in person at the Parks and Recreation office. Also beginning January 1st, registration will open up for the Beach and Swim Center for your annual membership there. So great Christmas idea if anybody's looking for any last-minute gifts. Our Parks and Recreation team continues to stay busy with park projects. They've completed the Diamond Head irrigation and sod installation, and they have added irrigation out at Catawba Park in the field surrounding the playground. And they've installed a new bottle fill station at Windjammer Park. Thank you to the Rotary Club for donating that fill station. And once it gets a little warmer, we'll get that turned on, but it has been installed. So looking forward to that this summer. And their team is currently removing and replacing the batting cages at Rundy Park. As part of their upcoming projects, they plan on beginning back to installing the turf inside the baseball and softball complex down at Catawba Park and updating the tee boxes on our disc golf course. Police Department, the department has compiled their monthly crime stats for November with 387 calls for service, 34 incident reports, 2,892 property checks, 606 traffic stops, 1 parking citation, 7 vehicle collisions, 18 custodial arrests, 2 DUI arrests, and an average response time of 3 minutes and 18 seconds, all whilst hosting 2 very big community events. So they've been busy, to say the least. Thank you to everyone who joined the department for crafts and cocoa with the Grinch. I stopped by there that Friday night, and I think about every child in TGK made their way through there. It was quite the event to see, for sure. And PD really enjoyed seeing everyone and seeing so many of their smiling faces, and they're looking forward to doing it again next year, and they hope to see you there. Also, thank you to everyone who donated to Holiday with Heroes. Because of your generosity, 8 kids from the community had the opportunity to shop alongside our police and fire personnel. It was a great day filled with smiles, connection, and a whole lot of holiday spirit. I'm grateful for your support in helping make this such a special tradition and experience for our community. Just a friendly reminder that there is still time to vote for your favorite house on the Lighten Up the Holidays house tour. Maps of the tour are available at the police department or on their Facebook page. And just as a reminder, as you head out to enjoy the various holiday gatherings, please remember to make safety a priority. If you plan to drink, don't drive. Have a plan in place for a ride home. Through November, our department has already made 63 DUI arrests for this year. We don't want anyone else to become a part of that statistic and add to it. So enjoy the season, look out for each other, and please drive safely. And last but certainly not least, if you and your child participated and put a letter in the Santa's Magic mailbox, big thank you to our utility staff for the brand new Magic mailbox we've got out in City Hall, led by Mr. Antonio Maturo. They did a fantastic job, and that thing looks sharp. So hopefully everybody was able to get their letters in time so that you can get that response back from Santa. And Mayor, that concludes everything I've got for tonight.
Thank you, Mr. Funderburk. Will lead us to cover public comments. And as always, please state your name and address. Mr. Norm Snyder. Oh, we're doing a committee report. Sorry. Yeah, sorry. Hey, I had to mess it up one last time, right? All right, so that'll bring us to our planning commission, if you would, please, Councilman Carter.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, members of council. The Planning Commission met on December 1st, and they did have a quorum. The staff presented an overview of the strategies, the goals, the objectives for the proposed comprehensive plan elements that are developed by the city's consultant with input from the public and the steering committee. The commission discussed several key topics, including the multi-use paths, the Marina Overlay District, balancing economic development and land preservation, tree protection, lighting, communications with and neighborhood organizations. So they did all that. And then the last thing that they did was discuss the proposed 2026 Planning Commission meeting schedule. They had to consider the holidays that were going on and then the school districts, their break schedule that they have. So they had to adjust a couple of the meetings that they had. But that was it.
Thank you, Councilman Carter. For the EDC, Councilman Shirley, please, if you would, sir.
Yes, Mr. Mayor, members of council, the EDC met and had a quorum. They had a discussion with staff about 2026 initiatives, including city promotion of EDC events through the city's app and social media. I think they'll be continuing some discussions about that, hoping they can get some additional exposure for local businesses here in TKK and businesses that touch TKK. Updated the EDC messaging and potential partnerships. Business outreach updates included Hoof and Barrel possibly hosting the February 25th Business Connect meeting that they have scheduled. That is outreach. They're outreaching to the Grove developers and also to Abbott's. Abbott's is being replaced by Grand Slam Scoops. So EDC is reaching out to them to see if they would be able to participate in the Business Connect, and they're looking for a keynote for that event as well. There was some discussion about seeing if the folks at Hoof and Barrel would like to host that. So if you haven't been there yet, they're open, and they're willing and welcoming all business from TKK residents. They also discussed welcome basket ideas in discussion through EDC for new businesses coming into the area. Obviously, just like every committee, they are challenged with having no budget, so keep that in the back of your mind for next June. The next EDC meeting is set for January 26th with a focus on outreach to local and overlooked businesses. Members will contact assigned businesses, gather some swag, and encourage participation. The group also discussed updating the EDC's mission statement using random selection for business highlights, addressing sponsorship concerns, and adjusting meeting formats to increase engagement.
Thank you, Councilman Shirley.
Yes, sir.
And that would conclude our committee commission reports. Now,
We just want to see Norm get up again.
we're doing public comments now, right? Okay, just want to make sure. Got all kinds of stuff popping up on the screen up here. Okay, so now that'll bring us to public comments. Mr. Norm Slider, please, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Norm Snyder, 1898 Larkspur Way. First of all, before I get to my list of demands, I'm speaking for the entire population of TKK. We demand that the city council do something about this weather. It's not acceptable. We live in South Carolina, not South Dakota. So it's on your shoulders to do something. With that done, as someone who occasionally comes to a city council meeting, I want to personally congratulate and thank my friend Shirley and my friend Chris Gray for their 4 years of service and what they've done for this city. It's a thankless job, and the last 4 years is something else. Tom, man, you've re-upped, so you got 4 more years. But again, I just want to thank both of you for what you've done for the city in this last 4 years. Thank you very much.
I don't know if I want to do this one or not. Annie Gray.
Tonight, we come together to recognize our council members whose terms have come to an end. And I'm here to honor the most selfless man I've ever had the pleasure to know, Mayor Chris Gray. He made it his mission to serve this city and its people in a way unlike any before him. Over the past 4 years, there were tragedies, controversies, accomplishments, and blessings. From the late night calls about the broken water fountains at the park for their dogs, to changing flight patterns of geese, to the visions of Main Street and installing RFBs. Some people take on a role like this for the name, the power, or the prestige, but Chris did it for the people, to help, to lift up, and to serve. He was and always will be the people's mayor. Most of you have no idea just how much he was involved in because Chris isn't on Facebook, and he never did it for any of the recognition or the praise. He did it because God told him to and used him to serve. So tonight I want to share a few special moments that show the kind of man Chris is. Last Christmas, the Holidays with Heroes project was short on donations, meaning some children wouldn't be able to shop for gifts with our police and fire departments. When Chris learned this, he immediately started making calls, and within a short amount of time, he raised more money than ever expected, enough for every family to shop and then some, turning what could have been a disappointment into a true Christmas miracle. Another example, when a resident was severely injured in an accident, Chris didn't hesitate. He reached out to the family, checked on them, stepped in to help. He cut their grass, he hauled materials to the dump, and helped prepare the home for the residents' long road to recovery. He did this quietly, with no audience, simply because it was needed. And I can't even count how many times we would be heading out of TEK and the stoplights would be flashing. And suddenly our plans were on hold. Chris would jump out and try to fix the lights himself so traffic could flow again, long before any service call could get there. Why? Because he wanted to help and because he believed people of this city deserve someone who showed up. These are just a few countless acts of kindness Chris offered during his 4 years as mayor. Truthfully, he does this every day. He notices when someone is struggling and may just need a simple hug. He stops for a stranded driver. He gives food to someone who is hungry. He sees people and he responds with passion. So as we welcome new leadership on council, I pray that you humble yourselves and you choose to always serve others more than yourself. I pray for this city as changes come that we remember how special TEK has always been, that we lift one another up instead of tearing each other apart, that we protect the spirit of the community that makes this place TEK. Make a difference and be a servant, because the world needs more servants of God like Chris Gray. I love you.
Thank you, Annie. All right. That will bring us to our approval of minutes. And then I'd like to have a motion to approve our minutes.
Mr. Mayor, members of the council, I'd like to approve the minutes of the meeting as they stand.
I have a motion and a second. Do we have any further discussions, additions, deletions, subtractions? All right, then I'll call the question. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Motion passes unanimously. All right. So this next one is a recognition of service, Mayor Chris Gray and Councilman Scott Shirley.
If it pleases council, I'm going to take this one from you, Mayor.
Absolutely, Mr. Funderburk.
So we've got a couple things for you, getting them out of the back right now for council to present to the two of you. So maybe fitting if everybody come to the front of the dais for this next part. As they're coming down, public service requires sacrifice and a genuine desire to make a difference. Tonight, we pause to express our appreciation to Mayor Chris Gray and Councilmember Scott Shirley as they conclude their service to the City of TEK and the City Council. Mayor Gray, Mr. Shirley, thank you for your commitment to the city and the many hours you devoted to the residents of the city as you did so with care. Your time in office has made a lasting impression on our community. Thank you for your dedication and your willingness to serve in a role that is often both demanding and thankless. During your time in office, we have opened Catawba Park, remained at the top of the safest cities in the state, reinvested in our infrastructure, repairing roads, sidewalks, stormwater, and utility lines, reimagined and reinvested in several of our parks, secured millions of dollars in grant funding for public safety and utilities, and began work on the Grove, which should be an economic driver for the city for decades to come. On behalf of the City of TEK, thank you both for your service and commitment. We wish you continued success in the next chapter ahead. And as we present these, I would ask for Ms. Michelle, Ms. Annie, if y'all could come up as well, please. Because once you join council, as y'all all can attest to, it kind of involves the whole family. So we want to recognize your spouses because, as Miss Andy kindly put it, the calls never stop. And they come at all hours of the day and night. And thank y'all. Stay right there, please. Yep. Hold on. You got something else? Hey, as we are sitting here for the next 2 to 4 years, you can watch on YouTube and enjoy a little taste of your special sauce. That's for the rest of the council. This is not gonna blow up over there. Definitely. Don't put a match in.
Okay, and that will, I appreciate the recognition there, folks. It's been a great time. We'll get to that in just a minute, but to bring us to council comments. And as always, if you would please, sir, Councilman Carter.
Okay, all right. I'm going to keep it a little bit brief this evening. I always want to thank the residents that are able to come out. Tonight was a very special evening to recognize Councilman Shirley and Mayor Chris Gray. Good stuff there. I'm going to move on and talk about that in just a little bit. The city staff, thank you guys for doing what you guys do. I appreciate you guys doing a wonderful job day in and day out for the city. Public Works, putting up the Christmas decorations, going over towards the newer section of TGK with the bows and the palm trees and all that kind of good stuff. Very nice. Say again? Parks and Rec for doing that. Appreciate that, and I cannot wait to do more budgeting coming into June in order to get electricity and more lights going that section from like 160 all the way down Stonecrest up to Dam Road. So going to really work on that, right, guys? Yeah, we will. So congratulations to the employees of the year, Officer John Cannone. Is that how you say? Officer John Cannone, congratulations, awesome job. And then Chad, I would say that, but I think he just dipped out. But congratulations, Chad. And then the department head of the year, Nick. Awesome job, man. Congratulations. That's wonderful stuff. So recognition. I always recognize somebody in the community, but this evening I got to recognize two. And obviously there are going to be two people that are up here on council with me for the last 2 years. First one, I want to thank Councilman Shirley for your service to the city for the last 4 years. I've been able to work directly with you for the last 2 years, and it's been a very positive experience for me and for the city. We worked really well together for the betterment of the city, and we've accomplished a lot on council. Your heart and your commitment to doing what's right on council and what's right for the residents of the city of TGK is top notch. And just absolutely thank you so much for what you've done. And yeah, appreciate your service. Okay. So, Mayor Gray, all right, buddy, where do I start with you? All right. So let me start by saying thank you so much for another 4 years. You've done amazing. You've led with passion, with compassion, collaboration, respect, great communication, all kinds of stuff. And I want to echo what Annie said, because there's nothing I can't say it better than she did, because she did. But I also want to highlight a couple of things. There's stuff that people see in the public eye, like council meetings or different things out there, but there's the things that you do behind the scenes that absolutely are just amazing. Annie highlighted a few of those, but there's more. If someone passes away in the city, you're one of the first people to call and offer a helping hand, a prayer, a special word, anything that they can do, or anything that you can do for them. It's just amazing. It's a special place, and something that's special for you and what you do. There was something else that you've done. You organized service Saturdays, where there was a gentleman in our community that wasn't able to take care of his property properly, and you got community members together to fix his property, to do the trimming of the trees and the bushes and all kinds of stuff, and paint his house and build a fence to protect his house and just make it look so much better for the community. And all this stuff you've done, you've never wondered like, oh, look at me, look what I've done. Never. Everything is always like, it's very selfless. It's commendable for what you've done for our residents and like what Annie said, like the people's mayor. Like you do it for the goodness and because you have such a big heart. And thank you so much for your service, Mayor Gray. So
Thank you, Councilman Carter.
you were welcome. Last but not least, I've got to say, my mom was in the audience, so I got to say hey to her. She's back there in the corner. She's in town from California, but she's in town not just for the holidays, but because my son graduated this afternoon at USC down in Columbia. So yeah, got to say congratulations, Miles. Good job. So that's it. I'm good.
Thank you, Councilman Carter. Mayor Pro Tem Hyslip. Once again.
Thank you, Mayor. Big congratulations, to Officer Cannone, Chad, and Nick. Great job, but something that these employees and department heads, they don't do it alone, right? You have the support of all the staff, and you're being recognized for your outstanding achievements this year, and I commend you on that. And thank you to the entire staff that you work so well together. The city runs so great. It looks so beautiful this time of year. And so I want to highlight your achievements as the employees and department heads of the year, but the whole staff that works together that makes all this possible. Thank you to everybody that does that. Welcome to the new firefighters. I know we approved them in the last budget. I know Chief's excited about that, getting that third engine on the road, so we can handle more calls if need be. So that's exciting. Last but not least, it seems like we were talking before the meeting. In the middle of the last 4 years, it seemed like an eternity at times. Looking back now, it seems like a blink of an eye. But I'm very, proud of both of you. I didn't know you before. I don't think I hadn't met either of you before we decided to run at the same time. And I'm happy to say we've become great friends. And Councilman Shirley, I don't think people understand the amount of work that went on behind the scenes. And you took the lead on the deer, which was a very divisive topic in the city. But you put in so many hours behind the scenes and did so much research and were able to educate the rest of council on that issue to help us make informed decisions and really do what was right for this city. So thank you for that. I'm going to miss you, tell you that. Mayor Gray, as we always, hey Mayor, we became great friends during this time. And one thing that really stood out to me as I got to know Mayor Gray, and Brian alluded to it a moment ago, was I've never met a person with a bigger heart. As Annie pointed out, he will go out of his way to help anybody for anything at any time. And I can't tell you how many times he called me, Tom, we got a problem. What are we going to do? And we're trying to figure out how to help people. It really helped me, coming from a government background, military background. You're really working with the people, in your organization. But it really showed me the human side, the service side of local politics and being there for the people and trying to help them as much as you can. So I thank you for all that, Mayor. Sorry, getting a little choked up. It's been a great 4 years. I'm going to miss you too. And that's all I got.
Thank you, Dr. Mayor Pro Tem. Councilman Shirley, if you would please,
You're going
sir.
to miss saying that.
Oh, I'm going to continue saying it.
That's right.
That's his name for the rest of his life.
Well, this is the last opportunity I have to do this until I get my 3 minutes of fame every once in a while when I get to come back and speak with you all. But I can tell you that the last 4 years has been everything that you think it might have been. It's been great. It's been not. It's been a tremendous learning opportunity. It's been the greatest opportunity to get to know people that I wouldn't have gotten to know any other way. And I really find myself fortunate to be able to say that. Tom, never knew you before we started running. Feel the same way. Feel like I have a great friendship with you, and I really appreciate that. Brian, getting to know you better through this opportunity has certainly been a blessing. And Carmen, we've known each other a long time, and I have so much faith and confidence in your ability to lead council going forward. Thank you for doing that. Chris, we've been friends the longest, and I really admire our friendship. And it's grown. It's grown in different directions sometimes, but I consider you to be one of my best friends and one of my longest friends here in TEK, and I appreciate your service to the city. While on council, just Charlie noted a couple of really neat things that have happened while I've sat on council. Certainly could not possibly take even the smallest amount of credit, but very proud to have been a part of some of the things that we've accomplished with opening Catawba Park, and what a great park that is for us, and what a landmark it is to put TGK on the map in so many ways. Approving the development at Main Street now to be called the Grove. What a great economic driver that'll be for us, and to continue during our 4 years and previous 12 years, if I remember correctly, of not raising the millage tax rate to our residents. Certainly our taxes have gone up because our property values have, but the city has had no hand in raising taxes, and that's been a blessing to be a part of that. We saw Google Fiber come in, and we were the first city in the state for Google Fiber to consider us. We saw golf carts being able to be driven at night, first city in the state for that to be allowed. Really proud of that. That may seem like a small thing, but our residents really enjoy that, and that's been a blessing for them. Yeah, the deer reduction has been a contentious discussion, but a necessary one. And I wouldn't say that I'm necessarily proud of it, but I'm glad that we took the path that we did, and we've provided relief for a lot of our residents, and hopefully we'll continue to do so. The food and beverage agreement also was a difficult, challenging decision that we made, but I'm very happy to see us growing and moving forward with that project. Sorry to see John moving on, but I hope he finds a great place to set up camp and continue doing what he does well. I would say to council as we go forward, be like Jesus in a lot of ways. Jesus dedicated his life to us, and he looked out for the children and the less fortunate and the needy. He acted locally, but had a mind for regional and global improvement and growth. Be good stewards of the city's property and money and resources. And when things go wrong and the crazies and the demons try to get into the temple, kick them out. Don't let them in. Stand your ground and do what the city knows that they need you to do. A couple thank yous. First one is kind of tongue-in-cheek, but I want to thank David O'Neill for talking me into running for this office. He didn't really talk me into it, but he might have embellished the truth a little bit and told me that running for council, it's one meeting a month and maybe a couple of emails and text messages here and there. He didn't tell me it'd be a full-time job, because it really is. And I admire you folks that do it, and you folks that have chosen to do it. And Jim, you know what you're getting into. So we've had conversations about it. So I'm sure you'll do well with it as well. I want to thank the city staff, and if I tried to mention names, I would miss somebody. But everyone on city staff has done such a great job of following the goals and the strategies that council has put before them, and sometimes those were competing strategies, and you've done so well with it, and you've made the city such a great place to be proud of, a safe city, a well-run city, a financially sound city, and a city that I am very, very proud to be a part of. And thank you for that. I want to thank council again for the camaraderie and the commitment that you have. I want to thank especially our residents, the best part of TGK. You are the folks that drive what TGK is. You have the passion for what TGK should be, and it's because of you that we stay focused on the things that are important in TGK. I especially want to thank my family, my two boys who are really fine gentlemen, kind, faithful guys, that I'm really proud that they're my boys. And I want to thank Michelle, my wife, for being the strong individual person that she is, that has always had my back. She's always had a hand on my back to either push me when I needed a push, or grab my collar and pull me back when she needed to do that. and it was always pretty close to smack me in the back of the head, but I needed that sometimes too. But you've been a marvelous partner through this venture with the city, and I appreciate everything that you have gone through as we've gone through this journey together, and I love you.
Thank you, Councilman Shirley. Can we say Madam Mayor-elect? Would that be, that's the correct term for Madam Mayor-elect, if you would, please.
Okay, that's a lot. Thank you. I'll start with the easy stuff. Thank you, Officer Cannone, Chad Holland, and Nick Cauthen for your service, for stepping up in leadership. We know you have a lot of fires and a lot of things that are happening all the time, and obviously your peers, your staff has recognized that you step up and go above and beyond in your leadership, and the city certainly benefits from that. And thank you for that extra service that you've given to your departments and to your staff this year. I'm just going to go into it. So sitting here is the end result of commitment, dedication, pride, and a true belief in service. Coming into this role, I had very little understanding of the political, the decision-making, the time, all of that. And both of you, in very different ways, have shown me what that means when you sit here. And I am very grateful to both of you for what you have, the time that you have given, the heart that you have given, and what you have shown all of us sitting here as what drives your heart, what drives your passion. And you have left a little bit of that behind, so that when you watch us as you're drinking your nice bottles and you're watching us deal with all the things, and you're saying, thank God that's not me, just know that a part of what you have left behind will be part of what we take on in making those decisions. Scott, you and I don't communicate the same way, but I believe that we come from the same passion and the same desire of wanting what's right for our residents and wanting to push that forward, really being so insightful and into what your heart is in knowing that when you express yourself, it's because it's coming from a place of wanting to do right. And I get that. We've had a lot of conversations, and I think we've found a way to talk to where we understand each other. And I am very thankful for you showing me that I know where that comes from. I know that it's your heart, and it's your pride in the city, and it's your wanting to do right by what you believe and what you believe for us. Chris, you always lead with that heart. Every decision that you've made has come from a place of what can we do that is going to make this better. My communication style is sometimes more upfront, and you have shown me that there's ways of buffering that, and I appreciate that, and that will stay behind with that chair, and I appreciate the time that you've given to do that. This isn't a hard place to be, an easy place to be, and both of your service time, the dedication you've given to it, the hours that you've put into it, we all know that it takes more than one meeting a month and a couple of emails. And I'm so grateful to have served and to have learned from both of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Mayor-elect. I appreciate it. That would bring it to me. First off, I'd like to thank our staff for the incredible job that they've done to make our city sparkle during the holidays. It's truly a special place on earth that we get to call home. And just driving into TK Drive at night and seeing those lights up and seeing the Christmas tree and all that good stuff, it's a fairy tale. really is what it is. I'd like to thank our police department, our fire department for the hearts that you have. Holidays with Heroes was not a disappointer again this year. Folks, if you need some blessings, show up at 8:30 on the 2 Saturdays before Christmas comes and at Walmart. It'll bless you. And I appreciate that. Four years ago, I had no idea what I was jumping into. Thank you, former Mayor O'Neill, for sugarcoating everything with a dump truck worth of sugar. But I will say, it hasn't been easy. But I appreciate our staff. Charlie, I appreciate the friendship you and I have developed over the years. Chaplain, I appreciate our relationship as well we've developed. Each and every member of council has their own special way of doing things. And it is very refreshing when all of us can gel together and make the decisions that we have. We've done a lot of great things here in the city. I am not going to get up here and beat my chest and tell everybody what I've done, because that just isn't me. But I will say that God has had his hand on this city since its inception. It's through good people that live here, good people that work here, folks that serve here, that we have a city that we have. TK is a special place. I've raised 3 great kids. I know all of us sitting up here have children that we've all raised. And this was kind of my way to give back. I appreciate all the time, the effort, and the camaraderie that we have on council. Staff, I appreciate everything you do, and I see it. Whether it be 2 o'clock in the morning patching up windjammer because we've got a water main break, or our firefighters are monitoring a fire that's gone into someone's house and we've had to stay vigilant overnight. Our police officers out in the middle of the cold, rainy, nasty weather days, directing traffic for our students, for keeping us safe and doing what you do. TK's bubble still remains intact. And I hope that TK's bubble, and I know TK's bubble will remain intact because of the good people that we have in place with our staff and our council and our residents. You know, me being mayor, I have a lot of memories. And those memories come privy with the position. One of my fondest memories that I have was being able to bring back Lieutenant Galloway. That was fun. I mean, she had a great ride coming back. We're doing 70 miles an hour down 77, and we've got all the fire and the police officers from Charlotte all the way to Rock Hill hosting us and making sure that traffic was cleared, and we've got motorcycles zipping past us at 100 miles an hour. And we got flags on every bridge coming down here, saluting. One of the finest people I've ever met. She was very selfless in her service. She was a soft shoulder to lean on when you needed it, and she was hard on you when she had to be. But she was an excellent person, of which I will never forget her. And one of the things I will never forget is riding down 77, and we have a specialist. She was trying to document everything that she could document, and we're running down the interstate, and she's out the window of the car, halfway out the window, taking pictures. And I said, look, I've got to hold on to you. I just can't let you go out there. So I've got a hold of Gretchen, and Gretchen's taking these pictures and everything. And it was the photos that she got were just absolutely fantastic. And that's one of those fond memories that I get to take with me, and I appreciate that. But it's those kind of times that were just so intricate to me, and just you can't get a front row seat anywhere better than to be with our people and to be in this city, helping to take care of folks. That was just something that comes along with the job. And I would challenge all of council to continue that. I will say this, my phone number will not change. And if you need help, I'm nothing but a phone call away. And I will continue to do that until I draw my last breath. So, I appreciate everyone, especially my son whose phone's going off right now. But my family's here tonight. Mike is back there too. You all are very special to me. There's a person that couldn't be with us tonight. That taught me how to live. He taught me how to be in service to other people. And he beat that into my brain for 40 years. I wish that my dad would be here tonight to see this, because I know he'd be proud of the job that we've done. I appreciate everyone, and I appreciate your support throughout the years. I appreciate my family especially. I know it has been hard on you. I know that there is times that we wish we could have just crawled up under a rock, and we couldn't, because we had to be here for everyone in the city. And I appreciate you standing by my side. You especially, Annie. Thank you. So with that, no further ado, I would like to leave you with one last thought. This was a blessing that the Lord gave to Moses. And he told Moses to tell Aaron and his sons, this is how you are to bless the Israelites. Say unto them, the Lord bless and keep you. The Lord make his face shine on you and be gracious to you. The Lord turn his face towards you and give you peace. I pray that the Lord gives everyone here peace. I pray that he gives our planet peace, because we need it. But I pray that God blesses each and every one of you in TK. I love you, and I'm not far away. Good evening. Normally I get mad if people start, disrupting my meeting, but I appreciate that, folks. Appreciate that a lot. Thank you very much. And with that,
Mr. Mayor, members of council, make a motion to adjourn.
I have a motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second. Is there any further discussion? I will call the question. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
We are adjourned.